Hey guys, so welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. So tonight we have a very special tarot card reading, and um, this reading is for Ash. And what we're going to Ash wants to know about really her. Let's see here. Ash wants to know about how everything's going on in her life right now, like career-wise. Kind of a multi-part question. Um, Wants to know about career, relationship, and just in general, what her life is, what's happening in her life right now. And there's a certain person right now that Ash is inquiring about. Just for the sake of privacy, we're just using an alias here, and then I'm not even mentioning his name at all, but Ash knows who I'm talking about. And so let's just do a pretty good general reading on everything and just find out where everything is at with the relationship, with career, life, everything in general. So to do that, we're going to do 3 cards. One of the cards is going to indicate really career. That's what we'll first focus on. The next card is going to indicate the relationship and what's going on there. And then the third card will just be like life in general, sort of like the general sense of everything and the hope and the expectation and what's to come and kind of the futuristic outcome of things. Of course, I'll give my insights and everything as well. So let's get started. So for career, this is a card that comes up. So if you look at this card, it's really about carrying a heavy load, carrying a heavy burden. And, it can be very difficult, especially that the longer you're along the journey, the heavier that load becomes. So if you've ever carried anything really heavy, like a 5-gallon bucket of water, for example, you might be able to lift it up and it may not seem that heavy. It may feel a little heavy, but let's say it's half full or something, but you grab it up and you start walking with it. And maybe you get a block and you're like, wow, my muscles are hurting here. It's really getting heavy. You go another block, it gets a little heavier. And depending on how far you have to go, you maybe have to switch hands or something like that because it's getting heavier. That is really becoming the only thing that you can focus on. And it's really, really painful. And you're just trying to get to where you need to go so that you can let go of that bucket and be done with it. That's what's going on right now with the career situation. You're carrying a lot on your shoulders. You know there's a reward in front of you, but you got to get there. And right now, you only have a little ways to go. And so the load that you're carrying right now is really, really heavy, burdensome. It's not easy, but the payoff is just right around the corner. So you don't have much further to go when you see this card come up. In fact, 10 is normally the end of something. So this is sort of like you're getting to that end of the journey. So like if you're a college student, for example, this is like where you're finishing up school. You're like, this is the hard part. You're just trying to dot your I's, cross your T's, make sure that everything you've done so well for so long, but it's gotten harder and harder and harder and not fun at all. And now it's just, you're ready and tired of it and you're ready to be on to the next chapter of your life. That's what this is showing. If it's career, of course, we're talking about, it's sort of like, you've really tried your best to get yourself in a good situation. You've been working really hard to get there. And now it's sort of like, this isn't fun anymore. When are we going to start seeing some results? That's when you start questioning things. But just keep in mind that when that happens, you're almost there. And so that's what I'm picking up is you're going to start that new chapter in your life pretty soon career-wise. Things are going to be turning around for you pretty quickly. But stay in the game. So let's talk about the relationship. That's card number 2. So we have the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess doesn't say much, but the High Priestess does whisper something very distinctly, very clearly, but still very quietly. She whispers, trust yourself. So with this relationship, it's all about intuition. This is one of the most, if not the most intuitive cards in the entire tarot card deck. In the major arcana, this is really, really a biggie because this is kind of one of those life-altering kind of cards, and it's really about trusting yourself, trusting your instincts, and that's what this is all about. You see the moon; it's very hypnotizing. So is manifesting things into your life. It's sort of the secret, kind of under the radar. In Sanskrit, we have a word called rahasya. And rahasya means like secret. And that's really kind of the energy that I pick up a lot of times when this card comes up. And that's kind of what I'm getting with this whole relationship thing. It's about, things below the surface, hypnotizing efforts. You can do things very naturally and very calmly. But I would say enjoy the relationship, make the most of it. You don't have to be real practical when it comes to love and things like that. You can afford sometimes to just kind of let things be romantic. It's okay to not be so critical or so matter of fact about things. And that's what this card is really all about. So 2 in numerology is all about partnerships. And if you look on this card here, you'll see that the 2 is indicating that this is the second card, which is actually the third card because we start with the 0 in the major arcana. So this is all about really, trusting your instincts, going with the flow, but relying on yourself, trusting in yourself, that kind of thing. And things will work out really nicely for you if you do. Next, we shift gears a little bit, and it's about life in general. So we get to the Chariot. Chariot's all about, well, look at it. It's a very strong character up there, and of course, he's up on the chariot. This is a card of power. Of course, we have the 7, which in numerology is really all about, sometimes we take a pause. It's about like refraining from doing so much. But this is about being prepared to do a lot. And that's what the Chariot really is indicative of. It's about this energy of like, again, we have the moons like on his shoulder pads there. And that's really that hypnotizing, that, letting go of your doubts, your disbelief, critical thinking, things that are hampering you, thoughts that are just plaguing you, things that have gotten in the way, old beliefs and ideas that are outdated that no longer work for you any longer. Letting some of that stuff go. And of course, keeping your focus on the things that you want to materialize. What's the focus? What's the direction you want to move towards? And then really going after that. And that's what the energy of the Chariot is really all about. It's also one of strength, but it's more about outward strength and doing things and making things work out for you and taking power in that. And so that's kind of where life is at for you right now. It's kind of, you're in the driver's seat. And whatever you want to have happen is entirely up to you. And that's going to be for you to decide. And of course, moving forward, whatever you want, you will start to receive and achieve. So as far as the job goes, stay with it. Keep working hard. It's going to pay off really soon. As far as the love life goes, trust your instincts, your intuition. They won't fail you. It's the best thing for you. And then as far as the Chariot and life in general and everything like that, be the driver of the Chariot. Keep your strength. Keep yourself headed in a good direction. And everything's going to work out really, really nicely for you. Of course, you have the sun in the backdrop of the Chariot, which is all about positive energy, positive vibrations, good things coming forward. That's what it's all about. You've proven your strength a lot with this job, though. You've stuck with it. You've done well for so long. Things are about to pay off for you, and more rewards are coming for you down the line. And things will be good with the relationship as well, if you'll let it. Again, it's about trusting your intuition, going after the things that are really important to you, following suit with that. And it's okay to be selfish a little bit when it comes to moving your life in the direction that you want it to move towards. That's pretty much it. I hope it helps you. Guys, if you need anything, of course, I'm always here for you. I will have all my information and everything in the description below this video. If you guys need spiritual counseling, or if you want a tarot card reading, or if you like a copy of the Bhagavad Gita, or anything, you can get that information in the description below this video. Of course, if you'd like to help us in our mission, you're more than welcome to help. You can go to helpbydonating.com and get information, and of course make a donation there, whatever's in your heart. It will go to help us achieve many things here, and to help a lot of other people and be able to spread love for God to others. So that's what we're really all about. That's what this service is really all about. So much love and many blessings. I will see you guys on the next episode of Indirect Knowledge. Much love.